Hello students, I hope you are well and healthy and safe. I miss you all very much. At this time we need to be very careful and thinking about how we are keeping ourselves safe. So remember to wash your hands with soap and water for 2 minutes, to stay away from other people. Okay, you're with your family, but stay away from other people. If you are outside, you need to be 6 feet away from another person to keep us safe. We want to help you with your English, and so I am going to send lessons to you. This is level 2 English class, and this is lesson 1. In class, we studied these words. Can you remember the words? Watch me. In the morning, what is this word or words? In the morning, shh. What are those words? So as you watch me, think what is the word, and then I will say the word in words. Listen and repeat. So in the morning, what are those words? Eat breakfast. At 1 o'clock, eat lunch. At 6 o'clock, eat dinner. In the morning, get up. What is this? Cook. What word is this? Watch TV. Go to bed. So my day, I get up at 5:30 in the morning. I take a shower. I eat breakfast. I get dressed. I eat lunch at 1 o'clock. I cook dinner at 6 o'clock. I eat dinner at 7 o'clock. I watch TV. I go to bed at 10 o'clock. Now make sentences about you. Say your sentences. Speak your sentences. Pause the video and make sentences about you. We studied this in class. So here are some of our words written down right here now. Please pause the video and find your paper. Let's look at our paper. Go, watch, eat, cook. These are verbs. A verb is something that you do. For example, eat. For example, drink. For example, listen to. Pause the video and circle the verb in our sentences there. So, get, as in get up. Take, take a shower. Take is my verb. Eat, eat breakfast. Get, get dressed. Eat, eat lunch. Cook, cook dinner. Eat, eat dinner. Watch, watch TV. Go, go to bed. These are my verbs. A verb is something that we do. I'd like you to meet someone. This is John. And we're going to learn about John's day. For example, he what is that word? He at 6 o'clock. He Let's think about those sentences. Who is this? John. And we're going to learn about his day. John gets up at 7 a.m. He takes a shower. He eats breakfast. So let's think about what is our verb in that first sentence. John gets up. So let's spell it together. How do we spell get up? You can use your paper to help you if you want, or you can try to remember. John gets up. There's my S. He takes a shower. There's my verb. There's my S. He eats breakfast. How do I spell eats? Let's spell it along together. E-A-T-S. He, there's my verb, eat. He eats breakfast. So remember, I get up. No S. You get up. No S. He gets up. He eats breakfast. So why S? Because he or she or it. What about this word? He, what is that? He, can you spell it for me? Let's say the word first. He watches TV. Let's spell it together. W-A-T-C-H-E-S. He watches. Look at those two letters there. E-S. He watches TV. So, why? Why E-S? When the last two letters of the verb are CH, SH, or X. Then for he or she, it's ES. So she washes the car every Sunday. He fixes cars. ES, because I cannot say he washes, she washes, he fixes. It's too difficult. So we had ES. He watches TV. Listen and repeat. He watches TV. She washes the car every Sunday. He fixes cars. So the last letter, CH, SH, or X, we add ES. So let's look at some more words, some more spellings that we looked at in class before we finished. So for example, let's look at my word. Here's my verb, study. Study. So she, what is the next word? She studies English. How do I spell that? S-T-U-D-I-E-S. So my verb is study, studies, study. She studies. Pause the video and spell studies. Let's do it together. S-T-U-D-I-E-S. The Y becomes an I. And let's look again at some more spellings. But before we do, let's just think again about these letters. A, E, I, O, U. What are these? Vowels. A, E, I, O, and U. What are these letters? B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M. Vowels and consonants. Consonants. So here's my Y. What is D? Is that a vowel or a consonant? It's a consonant. Consonant Y. I-E-S. Well, let's look at this word. There's my letter Y. There's my letter Y. She plays the guitar. S. Not I-E-S. Why? Because this is a vowel. There's the vowel and a Y. So let's look at that again. Study, studies. Because this is a consonant, and there's my Y. Play, play. This is my vowel, and then the Y. So, plays. We also looked at some other words in class together, some different words, some verbs that are a little different. For example, do, go, and have. Can you remember what happens to these verbs? So, he does his homework. She goes to work. He, can we remember? He has a headache. So let's look at those again. He does his homework. She goes to work. He has a headache. So let's spell those together. Does. How do you spell does? And let's listen and repeat to that word. Does. Listen and repeat. Does. How do we spell it? D-O-E-S. She goes to work. Listen and repeat. Goes. Goes. Let's spell it. G-O-E-S. He has a headache. How do I spell that? H-A-S. Alright. Let's use our paper here. Use our sentences. And you're going to pause the video and write sentences about John in your notebook. So, for example, John what is that? John gets up at 7 a.m. So, write the sentence in your notebook and use the words here to help you to write about John's day. Pause the video and write your sentences in your notebook. Alright, so now you should have your sentences in your notebook, and we're going to look at some of these here. First sentence, let's read it together. He gets up at 7 a.m. He takes a shower. He eats breakfast. Let's do some more sentences. Let's use our paper. Let's change out some of these sentences. Let's say the sentence together. He gets dressed. And at the beginning of our sentence we have our, what is this? Capital letter. At the end of our sentence we have our period. He eats lunch. Period at the end of my sentence. He cooks dinner. He eats dinner. let's look at those sentences and let's read them together. He gets dressed. He eats lunch. He cooks dinner. He eats dinner. Let's do the rest of our sentences. So, the next verb is watch. So what happens here? So what happens in that sentence now? He watches TV. Listen and repeat. He watches TV. So why ES? Because the last two letters are C and H. What other verbs do we have where we add ES? For example, washes. She washes the car every Sunday. There's my S and H, last two letters of my verb. He, can you remember that other verb? Ending in an X. He fixes cars. My last letter is an X. If the last letter of the verb, if the last two letters of the verb are C and H, or S and H, or X, we add ES. Let's continue with our sentences. He watches TV. And our last sentence, do you know the last sentence? He, how do I spell that? He, G-O-E-S. He goes to bed at 11 o'clock. Let's put our period at the end of our sentence. Capital letter at the beginning of the sentence, period at the end of the sentence. We looked at some other spellings. Do. What happens to do? Does. Let's spell it D-O-E-S. We just did go. Goes. Have. Has. So he or she or it. What happens to study? There's my verb, study. She studies English. Let's spell it together. S-T-U-D-I-E-S. There's my Y at the end right here. But look at this. Play. Is this okay? P-L-A-I-E-S? Yes or no? No. Because, let's go back and look, what letter is that? What do we call D? D is a consonant. So if it's a consonant plus a Y, the Y changes to I. But here, is A a consonant? No. It's a vowel. So if it's a vowel and a Y, we don't change it. It stays the same. Alrighty. Now, close your notebook close your notebooks and see if you can remember the sentences about John. Say your sentences out loud. That is our lesson for today. I look forward to working with you and helping with your English again very soon.